2 plus 6 into 3 raised to power y equals to 27. So in this situation, I will make an assumption here. Let 3 raised to power y equals to x, for example. So anywhere I see 3 raised to power y, I will replace it with x. So 3 raised to power y equals to x, then this one becomes x squared plus 6 into x equals to 27. Anywhere I see 3 raised to power y, I will replace with x. It is here x squared. It is here 6x equals to 27. So I've succeeded in simplifying this complex situation to what? A simpler situation. And in this situation, let me simplify this. I have x squared plus 6x equals to 27. So by so doing, I can transfer this one to the other side so that I can have what is known as quadratic equation. And by doing so, I'll have minus 27 equals to 0. So this one is known as what? Quadratic equation. So I will solve this quadratically by taking two numbers that will be factor of this, that the addition of subtraction will give me the one in the middle. 9, 3 will definitely be a suitable one. So which one will carry minus? Because one of them will be carrying minus, the other one will be carrying plus. Since we have plus 6 here, so it is 9 that will be carrying plus, while 3 will be carrying minus. So we just add the letter of interest beside each of them. So in this situation, I have x squared plus 9x minus 3x minus 27 equals to 0. So in this situation, I dissect what I have. So it looks like this. What is common here? X is common. So x will be left plus what? 9. Minus what is common here? 3 is common. X plus 9. In this situation, it should be noted that if you open up this bracket, it must give you your starting material. So x times x, x squared. X times 9, 9x. Minus 3 times x, minus 3x. Minus 3 times plus 9. Minus times plus minus. 3 times 9, 27. So you must expand in such a way, or you must factorize in such a way that the content of the bracket is not affected, so that the fundamental principle of mathematics will not be what? Violated. So in that situation, I have x plus 9. Then you have x minus 3 equals to 0. So I have x plus 9 equals to 0, or x minus 3 equals to 0. So x is definitely going to be equals to minus 9, or x is definitely going to be what? 3. So in this situation, my answers are x equals to minus 9 or 3. Is this my final answer? No, because the question never asked me to calculate x. The question only asked me to solve for y. But I've made an assumption here when I said let 3 raised to power y equals to x. So in this situation, when x is now equals to minus 9, so I'll have 3 raised to power y equals to minus 9. To this particular, by introducing logarithm to both sides, there is never a logarithm of a negative, so there will be no solution to this particular question. So the value of y is not going to be what? You don't have a real value of y, so that's why there will be no solution. So in the second case, when my x is now equals to 3, so I'll have 3 raised to power y equals to 3, which can be written as 3 raised to power y equals to 3 raised to power 1. Equating the base, this one cancel out, then I have my y to equals to 1. So I go to my option and pick one that correlates to that answer. So where are my options? 3 minus 1, 2 minus 3, 1. So the answer will definitely be option E. Question number 28, which says that 64r raised to power minus 6, everything affected by r. So the question asks us to simplify this question. So what we need to do here is to first remove this barrier. So if I want to remove this barrier using mathematical concept, I'll write 64 r raised to power minus 3 affected by r. Then I'll put a complex bracket, which this barrier makes 1/3. Now, I know that my 64 is definitely 2 raised to power 6. r raised to power minus 6 is already here. Then I have half, then I have affected by cube root. That's 1/3. So in this situation, I have, since this one is raised to power 6 and this one is also raised to power minus 6, I can write 2r raised to power minus 1, everything affected by 6, times half that is already here, then affected by 1/3. I have not committed any mathematical blunder. This is just mathematical concept. So here, because this one, when this one open this up, it will give you this back. So these two can cancel these two. This cancel, divide 6, then you have 3. So you have 2r raised to power minus 1, everything raised to power 3 is also affected by 1/3. So if I open this one up too, I'll have 2r minus 1 raised to power minus 1 into what? Raised to power 3 times 1/3. And this one, this 3 cancel this 3. So I have 2r raised to power minus 1. So 2r raised to power minus 1 raised to power 1. So this one can also be written as 2r raised to power minus 1. So which means 2 times 1/r. And that will definitely be 2/r. So the answer will definitely be 2/r. So I go to my option, the one that correlates with that will definitely be option D, which is 2/r. The next question says that find P in terms of Q if this is equal to 3. So in this situation, when a question is structured this way, it means you are meant to express P or make P the subject of the formula. So in doing so, I have log P base 3 plus 3 log Q base 3 equals to 3. So in this situation, the first thing I do is I transfer this one back here. So I have log P base 3 plus, when this one comes, it becomes log Q raised to power 3 base 3 equals to 3. Then by law of logarithm, recall that log of A plus log of B is the same thing as log of AB. Remember, so I can apply that one here. So I have log to base 3 of P times Q raised to power 3 equals to 3. So here I have log P Q3 base 3 equals to 3. Remember that, recall also that that's why you are meant to recall when necessary. You have A, B raised to power x. So this one as in equals to x. Then when this one leaves this, I have A equals to B raised to power x. So I also do that by this one lifting this. Then I have B QQ, B QQ, or PQ raised to power 3 equals to 3 raised to power 3. So here I have P QQ equals to 27. Then my P will now be 27 divided by QQ, which means P, what is 27? 3 raised to power 3. What is Q? This one is now QQ. So which I can write as P 3 over Q, everything affected by 3. So I go to my option and see the one that correlates to this. So I go by my option, 3 over Q, everything raised to power 3. That is option B. That matches that. Then the next question is this one. Look at this question closely. You will discover that you have root. That means you are meant to take them in accordance. Solve this first, move to this, then this last. So that is the concept here. So I have a longer square root and you have 160 embedded there plus 150 r squared. I have another longer one. I have 71 raised to power r raised to power 4 plus a shorter one, that is square root of 100 r raised to power 8. Square root of 100 is what? 10. Square root of r raised to power 8. What it means is that what I am having is this 160 r squared plus square root of 71 raised to power r raised to power 4 plus this one means 100 or 10 raised to power 2 r raised to power 8 multiplied by half. So this half now, when you now half multiply that, you have 160 r squared plus square root of 71 r and 4 plus. So here, I have 10 squared multiplied by half. This half cancel this, so I have 10. R raised to the power 8 multiplied by half. 2 cancel 8, remainder 4. So I have R raised to the power 4. So that's what I'm going to have. So I've succeeded in simplifying the first one. In the second case now, I have 10 plus 10R4 plus 7R4. So automatically that will give us 160R squared plus this one will give us 81. 81R4. Square root of 81, 9. Square root of R4, R2. So I have square root of 160R squared plus 9R squared. So I've gotten to this stage. Then this plus this, I have square root of 160R squared plus 9R squared. That will be 169R squared. What is the square root of 169? It is 13. What is the square root of R squared? R. So my answer will definitely be 13R. So I go to my option and look for the option that suits that, which is option C. Now, question 31 is the next question. That one says simplify root 27 plus 3 over root 3. In this situation, there are two ways to solve this question. You can make this one a fraction, then you find the SCM. SCM here is what? 3. How many one will you say root 3? Root 3. Root 3 times this, so you have 27 times 3, that's the meaning of this. Root 3 times this. Plus root 3 in this, 1 times this, 3. So I have this times this, that's 81. Square root of 81 plus 3 over root 3. What's square root of 81? That's 9. 9 plus 3 over root 3. That's what I'm going to have. So in this regard, then I'll have 9 plus this, 12 over root 3. Am I going to stop here? No. So I need to rationalize at this level. But you can never see such an answer there. So rationalize, by rationalizing, I multiply by the fraction of the denominator, and this is what I'm going to have to rationalize. This time this, I have 12 root 3. And this time this, that is root